Well, I want to move on to the second thing you can do to find some extra money, and this one's kind of embarrassing to me. Let's talk about cut down on those subscriptions.
Yeah, it seems like, Brian, 10 years ago, we used to always talk about cutting the cord and how do we save. And streaming was this new exciting thing, and we're going to save money, and we're going to be able to customize and use these different parts and pieces. And now we are almost subscribed to death. We are dying a death of 1,000 subscriptions because there's so many things that are pulling on us month after month after month after month after month.
Yeah, we started off with cutting the cord, and if you go look in our archives, I have a special short content I did on my love for YouTube TV when it came out, because they were basically giving this thing away. I was like, cutting the cord is saving me a fortune, because I think at the time I had a satellite provider plus my internet, and you added all that together and you're like, man, this is starting to get pretty expensive. So if I could flip over to YouTube TV, that I think was well below $50 at the time, still allowed me to watch local TV, watch all my sporting, it seemed like a no-brainer. But a lot has changed in the landscape, to the point now I'm trying to figure out how I can trim the stream, because it's ridiculous. I am without a doubt paying a substantial more than I was pre-cutting the cord. We've got a problem, and I want to address it and show you some data we found as we started researching this.
Yeah, there's two problems. One, there are a number of different subscriptions that we can all consume. There are a number of different ones that we can buy. And then two, the cost of those subscriptions has been steadily increasing as this has been adopted more and more. Look at this. From 2020, from COVID, the beginning of COVID, to now, inflation as measured by the CPI is up about 17% overall. Well, if you think about some of the most common subscription services that we use, Amazon Prime, which is a super common subscription service, has just matched inflation. So I guess they haven't gotten super greedy. The price has increased, but it's matched inflation. It's not far outpaced.
Yeah, look at YouTube TV though. And by the way, when I see $49.99, that's not where I started. I even started cheaper than that, but it went from $49.99 to $72.99. That's a 46% increase, well above inflation. Disney Plus started at $6.99. You can see it's now gone up to $10.99 if you want no ads. That's a 57% price increase. And then this one, look, it's got an asterisk, but I'll explain. Netflix, with 4 users, different households, it went from $15.99 to $43.96. It's a 175% increase. Now, I read these show notes, and I was like, dang, what the heck? Wait, why the specific footnote here that said premium plan with 4 users, different households? Are people doing this? And not to sound like the old person on the content team, and he was like,
but you are.
Without a doubt. So then we put on Slack, we did an internal poll of all of our employees, and I found out everybody's doing this. So Netflix has caught on, and they're actually charging for all these things, and it's got a dramatic price increase.
And so as you can see, the cost of the things that we thought were saving us money are now just getting more and more and more expensive. And so the ultimate question we have to ask whenever we consume anything, whenever we spend our hard-earned dollars is, are we actually getting value from this? So we think a great thing that you can do right now is just simply a subscription audit. Hey, are there things that I'm paying for that I don't use? If I have Amazon Prime and YouTube TV and Disney Plus and Netflix, am I actually utilizing all of those services, or am I not really using all of them as much? Or if I have different household members in different parts of the country that are on my Netflix account, is that really what makes the most sense, or should I just be paying for my account and have them go just pay for their account?
Well, look, let's talk about this, because let's turn this into actual dollars. The first thing, good news on the Netflix thing. Daniel did a little research for us. If you're in different households, you can actually still keep the service, but it's $8 per additional household. So that's a little bit better news than everybody having to pay the $15.99 to $17.99 to then $19.99. Everybody basically paying $20 a month. But here's the other thing I think about is that, like, a lot of these, since they've all insisted on going out and starting their own streaming companies, they've also created this risk now where I know people here in the firm who will remain nameless who will sign up for something for 2 to 3 months. Apple comes out with Ted Lasso. They subscribe for a few months, then they drop it, and that's the risk. This flight, and I would encourage you, look at your subscription audit, because when we were doing research on this, I keep seeing all the live TV providers, whether it's YouTube TV, whether it's Hulu Live, they keep going up, up, up. And then I started thinking about my own personal lifestyle. I don't watch live TV anymore. I mean, it just seems like that is something that might be in the past, but I still like sports. So I'm going to probably have to figure out if there's some type of solution like a Sling TV or going out there and doing the ESPN Direct. There's probably some way, but I know without a doubt I am going to be able to find some type of savings that will probably add up to $60, $70 a month that I'm going to be able to implement from this.
Yeah, so if you think about that, just trimming or just getting more thoughtful in how you use your subscriptions could save, just like you said, $60 to $70 a month. That's real money. That can add up to almost $800, $900 a year, which can be super impactful over the long term.